Yo, welcome to my channel. My name is Invin. Today I'm going to be showing you guys the best M16 class to use in Call of Duty Cold War. So we're going to start off the class here. We've got the M16, and if you've got the weapon variant from the beta, which is the Western Front variant, make sure you use this because it does give you a huge advantage, particularly when you're trying to level it up in the beginning, because the long grind to level these guns up is insane. So the first thing you're going to want to do, if you're using 9 attachments like I am, now you're going to want to follow this guide exactly. If you're not, I'll show you the one for 5 afterwards so that you can use per greed if you want to, because that is the other best thing to use in the game. So, in terms of an optic, I go for the Cobra red dot sight. You can go for the Vision Tech 2 times if you like that, or the Millstone Reflex, but I prefer the Cobra. It gives you a little bit of a lift on the sight there, really clear sight, good pinpoint accuracy, which is really important in this game because vision is sometimes difficult. The next thing you want is the muzzle brake 5.56 on the muzzle there. The barrel you're going to want to use is the 5.9 inch strike team barrel. If you're like me and you haven't fully maxed the gun yet, if you have maxed the gun, you're going to want to use this Task Force barrel here. It's just got an extra bit of bullet velocity and an extra bit of damage range there, which just means it's a slightly quicker TTK than the Strike Team one, but it's still very, very good to use. So the Strike Team one there. On the body, you're going to want the Steady Aim laser, and this goes throughout, whichever one you unlock. It's the best one for close range gunfight help. It's not the most ideal weapon up front, and you are going to want to position yourself on the map so that you are taking those long range engagements only if you can, but obviously sometimes people sneak up on you and jump around corners, etc., so this is really going to help you out. The next thing you're going to want is the Field Agent Underbarrel, which is the Field Agent foregrip. Just basically recon control on both of those. Shoot and move speed is slightly down from that, but that is negated by the stock that we use, so it means that this is a really super good attachment to use. And again, if you're using the variant on this gun, then that is going to come straight away with that one. Then we use the 45 round mag. Some people prefer the Stanag 54 round mag. I personally don't, just because of the ADS negation which it has on it. I would prefer to have slightly less ammo and a quicker reload and bring that gun up quicker to win those gunfights. It is really important in this game to be able to get the first ADS off. On the handle here, we're going to want to use the SASR Jungle Grip, which has got the flinch resistance and the ADS time up. So again, if you do want to use that Stanag round mag, you're not going to be losing too much, particularly with this grip on, but it is just something that gives you that little quick advantage to be able to make those peaks a little bit more better for yourself and challenge those enemies faster. Slightly less time on the sprint to fire time there, but again, if you're going to be using this gun, you're going to want to be preparing for those engagements before they happen if you can, so sprint to fire time should not be too much of an issue with this setup. And then on the stock, we've got tactical stock here, which is 65% aim walking movement speed, so again negates the previous issue there where it was slower moving speed whilst aiming. But also then once you've maxed out this gun and you've got the radar pad, which is level 54, which I believe to be one of the top levels on this gun, you're going to want to put that on instead because you get slightly less hip fire accuracy, but you do get the sprint fire time up by 30%, which is just useful if you can have it. And then the aim walking speed again is up on 40%, so it's still a really good increase on that, and it means that you've just got a slight less advantage when you are close quarters, but if you're that close, hopefully you've got a secondary on. And I'm going to show you guys right now the class I'm rocking. So I've got the Hoya on there as well. I've currently got just a few random attachments thrown on, but I will be doing a guide for the shotguns and stuff as well. You can also have the Gallo on if you prefer that, and I'm slightly maybe leaning towards the Gallo a little bit more now, because sometimes the Hoya isn't a one shot and the Gallo is a two shot definitely, but you can shoot faster. So but definitely use the shotguns, guys, because at the moment the shotguns are overpowered as anything. Alright, so you're definitely going to want to use one of those. Then tactical, we've got Stim Shot on. Stim Shot just helps us to win those gunfights, get the sustain going, make the kill streaks go longer, and that's what you're going to want to be doing with this class. It's rolling those kill streaks, making sure you've got the right attachments so that you can win that, and the Stim Shot helps with the whole loadout to make sure that you are winning those engagements. Semtex, just because it's the most accurate, you can throw it the furthest. C4 is a very good second one. Not really too fond of the frag, it is good, but the Semtex and the C4 just seem to be better. You're able to aim them a little bit better where they're going to end up going, that sort of thing. Really good. Field mic I'm using at the moment because I'm going for camos on the weapons, so I can make gold guides for you guys. So if you're interested in that, make sure you hit subscribe because those will be coming very soon. But field mic is a super good one to have. The other thing to use is proximity mine, or if you're going to want to take down the streaks that the enemies bring in, SAM turret's really good because it rolls over those points towards your next score streak, which is really helpful if you are going for that. The perks I'm running, obviously I've got Gunfighter on, which means I get the 9 weapon attachments, but if you're going to use that, then you're going to get 3 perks instead of the 6 from perk greed. So I use Flat Jacket, Assassin and Ninja. Great setup. Flashbangs, stuns, a little bit annoying, but it is something you can get over, particularly if you've got good positioning. If you're not going to use that and you are going to use perk greed, I would go for Tac Mask with the Flat Jacket. I would go for assassin, and I would go for scavenger, just so you get that extra ammo going through as well. And then I would go for gun ho, just to make sure that you're winning those engagements, you're coming up on people and you're being able to shoot a lot faster than they are, or at least equal to that. Again, positioning does help, meaning you don't need that necessarily, but if you can get it, it's definitely worth taking as a second perk for perk 3 there. If you're not rocking gunfighter on your wildcard because you want to have the perk greed and have those 6 perks, which is probably the most OP thing in the game at the moment, you're definitely going to want to consider that. If you are doing that, then I'll tell you the 5 attachments that you're going to want to want. So the optic, again, I go for Cobra, but you can go for the 2 times as well, whichever optic you prefer. You're going to want the barrel on there, you are going to want the underbarrel on there, you're going to want the magazine, and you're going to want the handle. And if you don't want the handle for whatever reason, I mean, it's OP because of the flinch resistance, so I would definitely take it, but instead of the handle you can go for one of the stocks. It just means that the gunfights are going to be slightly harder to win without that flinch resistance, so definitely try and rock the handle over the stock. So to reiterate, it's the handle, it's the magazine, the underbarrel, the barrel, and the optic is the 5 attachments if you're going for the 6 perks as well. The general consensus on the meta at the moment is the MP5, and this gun can compete with the MP5 definitely to get your score streaks rolling in, to get the objectives held down. It's a great overall class for this game, and it is something a little bit different to the meta. So if you guys do want to try something a little bit different to what everybody else is doing at the moment, then definitely rock this class. When you guys have used this class, let me know how you get on in the comments. Let me know how you're getting on with the class, how many kills you've managed to drop with it, what score streaks you've managed to get, and if there's any differences that you guys would use, let me know as well. Let's see what we can mix up and see if we can change this around a little bit too. If you guys have enjoyed, this is the first video on my channel, so make sure you drop the subscribe down below. I'm going to be uploading plenty more Black Ops Cold War content. The game is insane, so make sure you drop a subscribe so you don't miss out on any of that, and also drop the video a like to help me out. Appreciate you for watching. Take care and peace.